Yeah. But hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Kanye's Garage. My name's Cam. This week's video, we're actually gonna go back in time by like a week, not even, more like 4 days. And I have some footage from some work I was doing on my dad's new shop. You guys have previously seen this garage before in a previous video. I'll put the link down in the description for it. But this time, the goal was to try to get the whole front wall fully plywooded, which in theory sounds simple. However, there's not a single section of this building that is dimensional. You know, normally you take a 4x8 piece of plywood, you know, and you got your 16-inch on center and everything else, and just screws right in, goes nice and pretty. Nope, that's not a thing in this building. Every single piece of plywood has to get cut, typically vertically, horizontally, whatever. So unfortunately, it took 2 days just to get that front wall complete. But he needed that done so that he can run the wiring from the main panel across the front and over and into my mother's bay, which is on the other side of the left-hand wall. So I was able to get that done for him. So hope that helps him out a lot. It is a short video this week, just because I filmed most of that in a time lapse. I think most of you guys understand how to take a measurement, bring it over to your plywood, mark your plywood with your pencil and your square and your T, and cut it with a circular saw and screw it into a wall. I think y'all understand how to do that. just keep that toe down. Get sketchy with it. If you work for OSHA, now is the time to look away. I don't know why, but my bits just round right out in this thing. I think it's time to replace some of these guys. Because the torch bits are getting pretty worn out. Probably two more, one over here, one over there, maybe one in the middle. It's supposed to shake like that, I promise. I'll be honest, guys, I don't know where my dad got these screws from. Probably ordered them off Amazon, and they suck. I've never had so many screws just strip out. And these are self-tapping bits, or self-tapping screws. So they should be able to drill into this very generally thin wall square tubing, but all right. And just like that, the last piece is on. Just don't look at the other 3 walls because they're totally done. We're actually going to start working on that tomorrow, but you guys won't see any of that. The other thing that I'm going to do before I move on my scaffolding, so you can kind of see probably in that right-hand corner over there, I took some rock wall insulation that we have, and I'm just filling in that gap to help reduce some of the cold air coming in and hot air going out. We've been doing it on the side walls, behind those panels and the eaves, but if you stick your hand up in here, you can feel a lot of cold air coming in, so I'm just sticking some rock wall up in there to help close that gap. But I'll turn you guys back over to me in my garage. We'll catch you all later. All right, guys, like Cam for me in my dad's garage just said, that's it for this week. If you guys like this type of content, go down, hit that little subscribe button, maybe even hit the thumbs up button. Does the channel a lot of good, doesn't cost you guys a dime, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna finish dealing with this snow because apparently this is a thing now. This is great. I don't even have a piece of junk 90s freaking snowmobile to do anything with. Anybody got one, hit me up. This is where I climb down and try not to fall on my face. I think my girlfriend would be pretty pissed off about that.